Great, Mr. Weston. Thank you for sending that video over. It's very helpful for me to see what you've been working on this week as your video lesson. Let's see here. 3 things I'll talk about. I'll talk about those 3 things. And as usual, if you have any questions after that, have your mom or dad shoot them over to me and I'll do my best to answer. So let's get to it. So HowlBook, awesome. Thank you for taking the time to read the notes and really taking it seriously. So I really like that. Let's see here. Big things are good on naming this. Be careful every once in a while you kind of get turned around a little bit with the notes. I think it's just because you're really focusing on what we're doing. So remember there's no rush. We're not in any rush to name this stuff. So just take your time and just, one thing at a time. Don't feel like it's a race. You gotta, like, I'm timing. I'm not over here with a stopwatch or nothing like that. And to be perfectly honest with you, when I'm reading music, like reading it like for work, I'm not like saying all the notes in my head, so it's not like how fast can I like say all the notes. Like, I'm thinking in my head. I can think faster than I can speak, if you can believe it. That's what I've been told. That focus more on relax, breathe while you're saying them, and then that way you won't get flustered and turn around. When we start rushing things, that's when we start making silly mistakes. And the more we do silly mistakes, the more we have to practice getting them out of our playing. Other things as well. Let's see here. Watch the key signature at the beginning of Red River Valley. Remember, that's an F sharp in our key signature. That'll make all the Fs that you play F sharps. So be careful of that. Just to review real quick, you have an F here, right? You have F sharp right here on the 2nd fret of the 6th string. I have an F here on the 4th string, 3rd fret. I'm going to play an F sharp here on the 4th fret, and you have an F here on the 1st string. The F sharp is right here for this one. So just keep an eye out for those. Remember, in that tune, you want to turn the Fs into F sharps because that's our key signature. Other thing we want to do. This goes for the whole lesson. Tune your guitar. Tune your guitar. Tune your guitar. Tune your guitar. Tune it every time you play it. You're going to sound way better. I could give the best guitar player in the world an out-of-tune guitar. How are they going to sound? You're going to sound terrible. If you tune your guitar before you start playing, you're already going to sound better. You can only sound better. Right? So, but I say this to all my young guys and gals in your situation. Tune your guitar. Tune your guitar. First thing I did when I got this guitar out of the case is I tuned it because it wasn't, even though it's a nice guitar, it doesn't play itself and it doesn't tune itself. So I'll make sure that I am in tune. That way when I play a chord, everything sounds as best as it possibly can. Remember, when making music and making art, that it's all these little 1, 2, 3% that add up together to make something sound kind of like, okay, to, oh man, that sounds really good. And it's all these like little tiny things. It's not like one big thing. It's like, is your guitar in tune? Are you playing the F sharps? Did you practice your clapping your rhythms? Just things like that. All those little things add up to the big nice thing. Cool. Let's see here. Other thing we'll want to start doing is we're going to start learning how to match pitch. I'm going to help you with this, right? One of the first things that you learn as a musician in musician training school is they teach you how to play a note on your guitar and then how to match it with your voice. So I'm going to help you with that. Unfortunately, I can't really do it like in here. I'd much rather do that in person. And remember, it's like every other musicianship skill is that it has to be practiced. It's not God-given, right? I've met very few people who like straight out the gate when they were like 5 or 6 singing perfect pitches. Like, does it exist? Yeah, it exists. But that's like saying the exception proves the rule. It's like saying like someone was born and like, oh, they're an awesome soccer player. They hadn't had to practice. That doesn't happen, right? Can you find like a rare like autodidact who can like do stuff awesome without anybody else telling them? Yeah, like sure, like yeah, I guess if you have enough billion of people, you'll eventually stumble upon one, but I wouldn't hedge my bets on that. So, tune your guitar, and then we'll talk about matching pitch next week. As far as note reading, just go back in through and just do that tune one more time, and make sure you turn the Fs into F sharps. Breaking the law, good. You're able to keep the pulse going from the and then you went into the what was it? No, there was a. That's it. You're able to keep the pulse steady from the opening riff into the verse. Good. That's hard, right? That's hard for a lot of people. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to memorize all these parts. I kind of saw you like looking back and forth on the paper. I might say, okay, today is the day I'm gonna memorize the pre-chorus riff. F 2 3 4 F 2 3 C 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 F. Oh, what's the next chord? It is B. And see, what I did was I tried to do it in my head. If you're always looking at the paper, you're always going to rely on it. What I would do in your situation is just keep the paper out, and try to play through the chords slow, like F, and after F is C on the 3rd fret, and then it goes back up to the 8th fret to the F, and then, it goes to the E. That's right. The more you do like that in your head, the better you're going to remember it. If you're always reading it, you're never going to force your brain to remember it, right? So all the best stuff, you gotta try to memorize it by doing it in your head out of time. So I'm not trying to do this in time with the song. I'm just going, can I remember like one thing to the next? Can I remember the whole section? So F, and then the next word is gonna be C. See, I'm not gonna try to play it in time. I'm just trying to, can I remember it? And then after I can do that, then the next thing is, I'm gonna see if I can play that slowly without kind of like losing my place. Okay, it's gonna go back to the F. See how I'm talking myself through it? It's gonna go back to the F. And it's not gonna go down to the C this time, it's gonna go to the E. So E's 1 fret lower. 3 and 4 and 1. And then once I can do that slowly, then you start going like that. And then the chorus is going to be an A5 power chord. You played a G5. I'm not sure if you were maybe just making the video and made a silly mistake, but that should be an A5 right here on the 5th fret, and it's going to sound like this. 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you don't want to be doing this. It's an A5 chord, guys, right? Because you're not pounding it into someone's head. You're doing gentle strums. Let the guitar do the work for you. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and dun 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 dun. So it's not ba da 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 da. It's very gentle. And I went to distortion. Oh, let's make a rich distortion pedal. There we go. See if that works. Right? I don't need to be doing. Music has a beat. Bum 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 da 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 da. Right? So make sure you do that for me. The bridge is going to be this. So we have D5, F5, C5. It's going to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's practice the chord changes this week, and I'll teach you the rhythm next week. It's going to be D5 here at the 5th fret on the root 5. And then I'm going to go up here to the 8th fret for the F. 2, and then I'm going to go down here for the C. I'm going to do that 3 times. And the first step is just me figuring out where the stuff is, right? I'm not trying to play the song yet. I'm just trying to figure out where my finger's even going, right? Because if I try to play it all at once, it's going to come off as disjointed and convoluted. But if you practice it, just going, okay, D5, F5, C5, I do that 3 times. Just talk yourself through the song. And then the last time, the D5, F5, and then to G5 here at the 10th fret, root 5. So last one's gonna be D5, F5, G. Just memorize those chords and then we'll put it all together for next week. It'd be great to do this one at the recital, man. I think we can totally put this one together. Right? But we'll just have to work on making sure that we got it up here and memorized up in our noggin. For the A minor pentatonic, good, you're getting it down. What I would do is hit those notes just more gentle. Don't you have to whack those strings so hard. And you're going to want to practice it with a backing track. Dude, I swear by backing tracks, man. They fix so much of my problems in improvising and soloing, right? I'll just go to like, I'll go to YouTube. I'll do this one. So I'll go to YouTube and just type in A minor backing track. And I'll just pick like this one here. And can I play it in time with the recording? I can slow it down a little bit. 1, 2, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and yeah, sorry. Got carried away there. Let's get this guitar back from the shop, so I'm excited to play it. So anyway, so this week, just with the backing track, keep it simple, go up and down, and we'll talk about next week or some sequencing patterns so we can get you doing some more improv solos. Cool, man. Work on that for me. Like I said, if you have more questions or if you want me to look at anything, have your mom or dad shoot that over to me. If not, I'll see you next Monday, man. Take care.